I want to read. I really do. I still buy books. I still get excited about stories. I still imagine myself sitting somewhere quiet, reading for hours, but somehow I don't. Reading used to be easy. It was just something I did. I didn't think about it. I didn't plan it. I didn't negotiate with myself. If a book interested me, I read it. That was it. Now it feels heavier, like something I have to get myself into, like something I have to prepare for. And that's strange because nothing about books changed. I did. I notice it mostly before I even start. I'll think about reading, and immediately there's resistance. Not because I don't want to read, but because reading now feels like a choice I have to defend. There are so many other things I could do instead, things that are easier, faster, louder. I have to say no to all of them, over and over again. And that part is exhausting. Once I actually sit down with a book, it's usually fine, sometimes even really good, but getting there feels like work. Reading used to be the default, now it's a decision. There's also this restlessness, a feeling that I should be doing something, anything. Sitting still feels uncomfortable, almost wrong. I notice it when I try to do nothing. When there's no screen, no noise, no quick reward, my mind gets nervous. And the funny thing is, I know the obvious distractions don't actually calm me down. Scrolling doesn't calm me. Watching videos doesn't calm me. It just keeps me busy until I'm tired. But in the moment, it feels easier than slowing down. Reading requires stillness, and stillness feels unfamiliar now. Even when I am reading, something has shifted. I get impatient. I catch myself wanting to skip parts, waiting for the book to get to the point, feeling like it's moving too slowly. That didn't used to happen. I used to sink into books. I trusted them to take their time. Now I sometimes read like I'm in a hurry, even though I'm not, and when I notice that, it feels off, like I'm doing something wrong, or like reading itself has changed. Then there are the unfinished books. They're lying around on my desk, on my shelf, books I actually like, books I want to finish. And instead of feeling inviting, they feel like pressure, like laundry that's been sitting there too long, something I should take care of. Reading turns into a task, finishing the book turns into an obligation, and suddenly something that was supposed to be enjoyable feels like a to-do list. That's probably one of the strangest parts, wanting to read, but also wanting to just get it over with. For a long time, I thought this was just me getting older, or more selective, or more mature. Maybe I just know better now. Maybe I don't want to waste time on books that aren't good enough, and some of that might be true, but it doesn't explain everything, because the problem isn't bad books. It's that reading itself started to feel judged. At some point, reading stopped being innocent. I went through a phase where books had to mean something. They had to improve me, teach me something, make me better. I read a lot of self-help, a lot of important books, and for a while that felt productive, like I was doing the right thing. But over time, it became heavy. Every book promised change, and most of the time, nothing really changed. I wasn't lacking information, I was just consuming more of it. Eventually, I felt burned out, not just on self-help books, but on the idea that reading needed to justify itself. So I told myself, reading can just be for fun again. Fantasy, fiction, stories. And that helped. A little. But the pressure didn't fully disappear, because it wasn't only coming from the books. There's also the world around reading now, the productivity culture, the business culture, the constant sense that you should be optimizing something. There are smart books, books you are supposed to read, and then there are books you read just because you enjoy them. And even if no one says it out loud, it's easy to feel like one is more respectable than the other. It can make you feel silly for enjoying something light, or popular, or hyped. Like pleasure needs permission. Somewhere along the way, reading became something I evaluated. Is this worth my time? Is this useful? Is this good enough? And once that voice is there, it's hard to unhear it. Even when I choose books carefully now, even when I only buy books I'm genuinely interested in, that layer of judgment still lingers. And maybe that's the real shift. Reading used to be a place without expectations, no performance, no outcome. Now it sometimes feels like it needs to earn its spot, competing with everything else, proving it's worth the time. When I think back to how reading felt before, what I miss isn't the number of books, it's the feeling of ease, the way time disappeared, the way I didn't think about myself while reading. I wasn't trying to be anything, I was just there. Lately, when I imagine reading purely for fun again, it actually feels exciting. Like looking forward to a good movie, not because it will improve me, but because it will be enjoyable. And maybe that's the part that got lost, not the habit, but the permission. Maybe reading doesn't need to be calm every time, or productive, or impressive. Maybe it doesn't need to compete with anything at all. Maybe it can just be slow again, imperfect, unfinished sometimes. Maybe it's okay if reading looks different now, smaller, quieter. And maybe over time, that's how it finds its way back, not by forcing it, not by optimizing it, just by letting it be light again.